some major problems, and we had the trouble. We had areas of those pockets for sure throughout the province. Other provinces are seeing it. So it is a balance, and let's look at Thanksgiving. Now, I can stop talking here now, or I could use an example.
Go ahead.
Well, Thanksgiving. You remember when we said no, we can't have these family gatherings at Thanksgiving, but you can go to a restaurant. And people say, well, what kind of sense does that make? And here was the issue, but a hard one to explain. It seemed 50% at that time of our total number of cases were from household gatherings. So that would be, cousin Martha was over and wasn't vaccinated, and then you infected a whole bunch of other people, but you're going to lock out cousin Martha at the door and say you can't come in. But in the restaurants, in a control setting, you had to show your proof of vaccine. And when you did that, you either got in or you didn't get in. And that was the control. And then there was spaced and controlled in the restaurant. So that was the difference. But people couldn't understand why they couldn't visit family at home, but yet they could take them and go to the restaurant. And said, oh, well, this is a way to encourage business. No, it wasn't a way to encourage business. It was a way to control the environment in which people were interacting. And
sadly, you even you couldn't visit your mama.
That's right.
Everybody.
Yeah, same thing applies.
Now, I was surprised. I was surprised that Maine has such a high volume of corona. It's the highest in the States. Are you in contact with Maine?
I haven't been recently, but I, it's been a few months ago talking to the Governor Mills. They're a pretty open society, and that brings a concern about us at the border and the rules of the federal government, because we have several border crossings, as you know, all along the Maine-Brunswick border, and so that federal rule is pretty important to us. And I was stressing that to the Prime Minister on a national call last week, because we have so many people, and especially going into Christmas, that have friends and family both sides of the border, and it's going to be a struggle.
Why is it so high? Why is the number so high in Maine?
Well, I don't know. I can't quote their vaccination levels, but I think their vaccination levels are low. But they're a very open society with few regulations, and that's the U.S., right? That's the way that people want to be, it seems. And because you can go across the U.S. and it's been pretty open and pretty high case counts.
Okay, we're moving on. White papers. Healthcare. We expected the atomic bomb to drop, and there was nothing. Everybody was quiet. I said, what's going on here? And the media is so small here in New Brunswick. They don't have the time, especially these days, to really go all through those papers. Is there a lot of privatization in those papers that we don't know?
No, and there's none that I know either, Charles. However, there are some very specific deliverables in that paper, and I think that's the piece to focus on. If you go through the action items and the actual things to be accomplished and the timelines to do so, it's very clear. So we've committed to results, and in the past, that commitment may have resolved, well, we're going to do this, that, or the other thing in relation to the actual specific action items. But what we've committed to are results that people expect in developing or determining a better healthcare. And we're asking the folks, whether it be the CEOs, whether it be Horizon Vitality, or the task force that's put together, to actually, okay, we want to get these results for the people of the province. What's it going to take to do that? And just saying we just need to hire more doctors and nurses, that isn't going to get the results we need. Yes, we need to hire more, and we're looking to do that. But if you look across the spectrum, it's not all about hiring people. Everybody's trying to hire more people. It's about an innovative approach to healthcare.
Is there going to be hospital cuts? Are you going to go through that again?
No, I'm not going through that again, but I guess it'll be for the health authorities to review how they optimize their health services throughout the province. And I'm going to use an example here of what we were doing. COVID sidetracked it a bit, but hip and knee surgery in St. Joe's. So that was a focused effort just to start concentrating on getting these backlogs fixed for people that were having trouble. And a lot of progress has been made there. Well, how many other hospitals, small hospitals, can we transition to a focused delivery of service? So people can say, maybe I can't get this particular procedure today here in Fredericton, but I can go to Bathurst and get it tomorrow.
Municipal.
So let's utilize our people now.
Yep. Are we starting to be cut off there? Boom. You're looking at Nicole with those eyes
No.
there. Oh, no, you're still there.
You
Okay.
told me to hit my Twitter, so I'm listening.
Sorry. Municipal reform. This is when there's a crisis, this is where government does their dirty work? Is it too fast?
No, it's not too fast. When was the thing written? 2008, 2007 by Jean-Guy Finn? You know?
Yeah.
So here we are, 13 years later, and we just decided it's time to get on with it because we're having, disparities from one region to another. We're having representation issues from one region to another. And we just can't keep doing things because the community down the road has it. Like you can't say, you got an arena, I want an arena. Well, yeah, but together you have enough for an arena, but you don't have enough for two. Well, it doesn't matter, so government just promises another arena. Well, this is trying to say we can have the right amenities in every region across this province, so it doesn't matter where you live. And then you determine what does that look like, which is part of the restructuring to determine here's the regional rural district and here's the municipal districts. And then when people go there, they can expect to have access to this quality of service. And the representation is real. I mean, we have LSDs today throughout the province that wouldn't have any representation at all, or very minimal. And we've had people struggling, trying to fill offices because no one was really stepping up. So it's long overdue. I'd say it's 13 years late.
So Minto and Chipman together, where they're going to build the city hall? Halfway? There's a lot. Hey! There's a lot of clear cutting. I mean, we could put that there. I had to say that.
Oh, nice slip in there, Charles. So maybe development's already being planned. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So I don't know where that different communities have different needs, but and the change is always difficult. But no one's going to lose identity through this. I mean, there's still going to be the community identity, and people live in this area, that area. It's just they're going to have to cooperate on the administration and the service delivery.
Okay, this is where we're praising you there. Sort of, I gotta check for the lightning up there. Okay, it's still.
I was hoping for that because it's been a tough few months.
QP, you did very, very good in communicating with the strikers. I don't know how the hell you could hear all that racket that they were hollering and that. You should make it a law. It's illegal to have these gadgets. My God. No, okay, focus, Charles. But to turn around, you were going to go in that crowd a second time in the back, and I just happened to be the only one that was right at the door, and security told you, no, you can't go there. But you really wanted to go out there.
Charles, people have disagreements, and I get all that, but these are friends and neighbors. These are the same people that live in this province as I do. And yes, I know the emotions get high, and that when you get together, they get higher. But I'm not afraid of my friends and neighbors. And when this is all over, I don't give it another thought. Like if people that I met on the street or on the picket line that may have said different things to me during that time period, it's gone. It's done. We're moving on because we've got a province to build together. So I'm not afraid to have discussions, frankly, with people about real issues in our province, and I hope people realize that this is not a personal issue of any kind. It's just trying to build a stronger, safer province, and sometimes it's just not easy.
You would have never seen.
Most times.
It's so strange. You would have never seen Brian Gallant face the protesters like that, and it's so strange that the Liberals came out before you, and they were hailed as heroes. They were just, they were just like the royal family on the balcony. They were waving. I mean, it made me sick, really. Just, but